Welcome back to ETV. Now, each week we talk about the local music scene and all the cool stuff going on there, but we want to find out what it's really like to be a local rock band trying to make it right here in the Treasure Valley. Let's take a look.
Hey, you know, every week we talk about the live music scene in the Treasure Valley, and we thought this week, just for fun, we would meet some local musicians and find out what it's like to be in a local band. So I'm joined by Ken and Sandon. They are members of Phantasmagoria, which is a, how many piece brass?
12-piece band.
A 12-piece brass band and such. So I guess first question is there enough work for a local band to make a living in Boise?
Not a living, but there is some work, and we've been finding some work. We've just started playing, starting in the spring. This will be our 7th gig coming up on Sunday at the Hyde Park Street Fair, and we're finding some gigs here and there, but we'd love some more.
Sandon, so Phantasmagoria is a bit of a different band. It is more about the brass as opposed to just a guitar or a drum. You know, how did you talk to me about the sound and what that means to a rock band?
Well, as a horn player, I've always been biased to include horns wherever. That's what I do. Roots in the big band, and then on through the 60s and 70s, where we would have popular bands like Tower of Power, which would feature prominently a horn section. That was always something that appealed to me, that style of music, a lot of energy and a lot of challenge for the horn players as a section. So when Ken first mentioned this idea, it sounded really good to me, something that would be musically fulfilling, and hopefully someday we'll get enough gigs to make it financially fulfilling as well.
So Ken, tell me, how did you find all the members of your band?
Well, I was already playing in a band called the Hoochie Coochie Men, so Mike and Dean from the Hoochie Coochie Men were interested, and then they helped find some folks, and Sandon helped find a lot of the horn players. And then we asked a couple of the folks from Soul Purpose, and that was it. We had our band.
Okay, so Sandon, tell me a little bit about the sound. What does Phantasmagoria sound like?
Sounds like a rock band with a large, energetic horn section. I hesitate to use terms like rock or funk because they tend to be a little bit more specific, where I think this group, one of the wonderful things about it is it tends to cross style. As long as it feels good to us and is somewhat danceable, that's what appeals, and that's what we're focused on. That's the kind of music we're targeting with this.
But it really does have a different sound than your traditional rock.
Yes. Oh, yes, absolutely. The addition of the horns, especially with such a large section, changes things to where the horns are a prominent sort of melodic squad, if you will as a group of capable soloists. The section itself presents a new flavor and element and level of depth in the ensemble.
So Ken, if I want to get out and see some new live music or support the local bands, what can I do?
Well, you can go to the Scene magazine or the Boise Weekly or ETV and find out where bands are playing, and go to a little listing and say, gee, I've never heard of that band, I think I'll go see them, and go out and hear live music live. So
very cool. So Sandon, Ken, thank you for joining us. If I want to see more of you guys, I come out to the Hyde Park Street Fair this weekend.
At 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock, and then you have a website also?
Yeah, reverbnation.com/PHANGORIA. And we're playing this Sunday, 3 o'clock at the Hyde Park Street Fair.
Very cool. Thanks, guys. More ETV right after this.